force for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration-related activities. Appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also want to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us in the year 2024. Freedom is coming. Yo, yo, yo. Mazi Okechukwu. Salute Biafran specially. Yeah. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina. No. Okekama. Onyamana gidi bakulo unu. Okechukwu kama. Welu didi. Chukwu kasebele. Okechukwu. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kekelunu. Okechukwu kama. Chukwu kaina yono noto. Okechukwu kama. Okekanyina yona nyasi. Okechukwu kama. There is no much success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. A man who believes in himself is great world. So keep and never lose in what you believe in. Life is not easy. Make it take and I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great team Odumegwu. I can't also forget General Philip Effiong. Welcome, come to Tagbanu. De facto government in homeland, especially people who have been supporting from day one. May you continue to flourish in your endeavors. This is Nnamdi, one of Biafra, the Prime Minister. Obatobie, Okechukwu simukelekio, Mukoma, Okechukwu kama, Okechukwu kaina no. Okechukwu kama, Onyamana gidi bakulo unu, Okechukwu, Welu gidi Chukwu kasebele kama, Okechukwu kama. Mama biko your body side. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yono tu. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yona nyasi. Okechukwu kama. Aiga kono lega role. Uwi bole. Etakwa na lubofuo. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. Onye puru chi uzo akwa no. Joy. Don't give up. When he's so close, he's so okay. Okechukwu kama. No. Okechukwu kama. Believe in your dreams, brother. Whatever you say, no, no, no. Never you down your bed, no, no. Keep your head up, keep on fighting, a big shout out to Mazi. I salute you, Mazi Simon. Life is when you patient. Shout out goes to the media team, great talent. They won. Life is a process. That's how you go about it. Mazi Ogechukwu-Nkere, Omale-Danwoke, the Biafra Republic of the next Finance Minister, public campaigning for global Biafran force, the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Force, and the commission-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also want to massively support more than ever, especially these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister Mazi, who is currently working to hand over our this year 2024. Yeah, come back, freedom is coming. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Mazi Ogechukwu-Nkere. Salute every Biafran, especially. Yeah, yeah. Ogechukwu. No, 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 no. There is no magic to progress and such life. Life gives back what to give to it. There's a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make you take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize THEM.FUND. I can't forget General Philip F. Dalo saw Kanu men underground. De facto government in homeland. A special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting from day one. May you know him continue to flourish in your different. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi, one for the Prime Minister, Ogechukwu-Nkere, Simukelekio, Wokoma, Ogechukwu-Nkere. Oge chukukama. Ona mana gidi gidi babu. Oge chukukama. Welu gidi chukuka sebele. Oge chukukama. Oge chukukama. Mama biko yobolisa. Oge chukukama. Oge chukuka ina yono. Oge chukukama. Oge chukuka ina yona nyasi. Oge chukukama. Ayole, ayika kolole garole nu. Uwi bole. Cheta kwa na lubo fuo. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. Onye buzo akwa no. Joy. Don't give up when it's so close. It's so close. Okay, come on. Never you give up, no. Okay, come on. Give your dreams, brother. Okay, you never you say oh. Okay, keep on fighting. Mazi, money back. Light when you patient. The shout out goes to the missing great talents. They won.
I did not jump in. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. They came to my house just to kill me. Did not jump in. And they were jumping. The whole Nigerian army just to see me there. Said the defendant did not jump in. Defendant did jump in. I need my witnesses to testify. Oh, your God ruling my Lord. He did not jump in. Evil man does not run. Evil man does not jump your bail. Your own God, man, said that he did not jump bail. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of the United Nations.
Extra rendition from Kenya. Oh.
Your own God, my Lord, I am dead already, dead already. The only thing bring me back is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom. African man, Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising of Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum. Now is African man, freedom. Oh, Nigeria, your own call ruling my Lord. and my Lord. There is God, oh yes, there. The whole world is changed. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. Jump in. They came to my house to kill like Lagos. Let it all style. Let it all get style. Nigerian army came to kill me just to see me dead. Oh, oh, I saw defender.
Did not jump in.
I didn't jump in.
That's all I stand for.
To defend myself, Nigeria, obey your own culture. Jungle Bill. They came to kill extra rendition.
Extra rendition.
I did not jump your bill. I did not jump in. Yes, there is God. The whole world is what I did not jump in. Yeah, I did not jump in. They came house to kill me, to kill like Legos. Like it all gets started.
Make it all get style. Make it all get style.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
Oh, I sigh.
Beside
I sigh.
self-defender.
Yeah, jump in.
Jumping, I stand tall, I stand firm to defend myself. Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bed. They came to go. Extra rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump your bed.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, world lovers of freedom all over the world. Good morning, Biafra. Welcome, welcome, enemies of Biafra. I welcome you all this morning. We are here live once again. We are here once again, my wonderful people. We will continue to do the needful. We will continue to preach the message of our freedom. I salute our leaders, our eternal leaders, Philip F. Young. We salute him. We salute our eternal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu. We salute our leader, indefatigable leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We salute our Prime Minister in the person of Simon Ekpan Joko. Salute our APM Honorable Ogechukwu Nke. We salute our Information Minister, Mazi Sonia Barawa, the Kokondem of our time. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, that other people can join us. I will not take time because our instruction is coming from our APM that we should be able to continue to preach the message throughout today. Yes, the message will continue to reverberate all over the world. My wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my working place, so all these noises that are coming around from my working place, because if I say let me do it at a convenient time, I may not come out to do it, but we will continue to use every opportunity that we have to preach the message of Biafra. Everybody, some people were very much annoyed, some were yesterday, some were worried yesterday. It's much understandable, right? Understandable, Biafrans, because we all are humans. We feel the pains of one another. More importantly, we feel the pain of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been out for complete 5 years. He has been in this fight for freedom. He has been, close to 10 years. 10 good years for fighting for the freedom of his people. So yesterday, a lot of people, even myself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that is moving against him. We expected him to walk out yesterday out of that court. Wait a minute, oh. Have you ever thought about that? How is it just possible that somebody who is fighting Nigeria, somebody for the betterment of his people, all of a sudden he's just walking out just like that, out of the enemy's camp, just like that, without a fight? How possible is that? How possible was that? That Nnamdi Kanu consider where we have put Nigeria today. Nigeria government will just allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just to go scot-free like that. No. It was later on that we have to refresh our memory to think about where we are coming and where we are going. Remember, we are coming from before 1967. The freedom for the Biafran people, the fight for the freedom for the Biafran people after the first amalgamation started before 1967 to 1970. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming from there to this moment. So Nigeria all know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is forming from the fallout of the 1967 to 1970 Biafran Civil War, and that the wound that have been inflicted on the Biafran, including the have not healed. Okay? That wound have not healed, can never heal until Biafra is restored. So, when you remember, when you consider the Asaba massacre, when you consider the rape, the destruction, when you consider the blockade, when you consider the situation of our fathers, our great-grandfathers has to pass through a rigorous position, when you consider they broke out of Kwashiorkor because they couldn't eat, no food for them, they were malnourished. When you consider all these things, whether the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and in Biafran Republic government in exile, that is the reason why we want to destroy Nigeria. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I will destroy Nigeria with truth. That is the reason he is standing where he is standing today. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like I continue to say, is the face of the Biafran freedom. He's in Nigeria. And we are fighting against Nigeria. So how is Nigeria going to let him to go? We are even surprised they did not give him the death penalty, the death sentence. Oh, they should hang him or he should die by firing squad. It was very, very interesting anyway. We felt the pain of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As humans, we felt the pain. But I want us to calm down. Calm down. Calm down, Biafrans, and listen to the voice of reason, the voice of Okike himself. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that not that he was called, if not that he was called to liberate Biafra out of bondage, he will not be here. He will not be doing what he's doing. Are you getting the point now? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu si na ọ bụrụ na ọ bụghị na Chukwu Okike abịa ma kpọrọ ya nọ ije nke ya nọ, ọ tịrị ya nne ya, ọ tịrị ya nna ya, ọ tịrị ya ọrụ nke ọ na-arụ na UK, ọ tịrị ya his family, ọ tịrị ya his freedom, everything about him. Mazi Nnamdi have put it into this freedom. The reason why that he was called for this freedom. That is why he is standing very strong for this freedom. I remember his last statement when he was leaving the court yesterday. You see, oh my God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can predict the future. He knows what was about to happen. He saw it immediately he entered the court in the morning. His demeanor changed. His demeanor changed because he knew what the Nigerian government want to do. But he knows that his hands are clean. Onye na-enwe ihe obu, ọ dịrọ ihe ọbụla ọ na-akpafu. If you are not carrying anything, you are not going, nothing is going to fall from you. You are not going to, if you are not carrying anything. As long as your hands are clean, you are pure in spirit. Akufecha otakwara nwawo. Nigerian government will still come to the realization last that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. He has to go scot-free, but they have to go through this process in order to, put him in this rigorous position for him to understand that what he is fighting for is also worth dying for. If Biafra is not worth dying for, why would Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put his life on it? And remember what he told Nigerian people. If I die today, Biafra is going to come faster. And he knows what he meant. And that is a fact. But he is not going to die. Biafra will come, and he will still be in Biafra. So what I want to let us to understand that the shambolic conviction, the unlawful conviction or the pronouncement that you have had made by the Nigerian terrorist state against our leader is a validation of the Biafra freedom, the confederating nation, the confederating state of Biafra. It's a validation. It has signaled that yes, BRGIA is holding Nigeria in a very, very dangerous place in Washington, D.C. And yesterday, why the Nigerian government with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu punishment this, they are going to shoot him, they are going to kill him, they are going to jail him, they are going to do this, they are going to do that. The American senators, the American government were also witnessing what was happening. American government were also witnessing what was happening in back then in Nigeria, and they were using it as references before the Nigerian government delegation that were seated with them there. He said, yes, you come here to beg us for, oh, the CPC designation is going to do this, is going to do that. Christians are not killed, Muslims are killed as well. But look at what you have not been able to do. You come here to pretend to us, oh, you are a nation, you obey the rule of law, oh, you are democratic, oh, you are not Christian genocide, oh, everybody is involved, everybody is a victim. But yet, this is a case, a test. It is a test for you Nigerians. You are here to beg the American government, but even while you are here, the government back home is sentencing a man to life imprisonment, a man that you have no proof of any atrocity, of any terrorism act that he has committed. You have no proof. You have no proof, no tangible proof. But you are sentencing him to life imprisonment. But we that are Americans, we have a proof against you. You killed Christians. Benue State, you killed Christians. Southern Kaduna, you are killing Christians. Borno State, you are killing Christians. Kaduna State, you are killing Christians. In the Southeast, you are killing Christians. All over Nigeria, we have a proof against the Nigerian government. You are killing Christians. What have you to say? You come here to beg us, oh, we should be lenient. We should do this. You should do that. We have evidence against you, Nigerians. But you don't have evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't have evidence against Biafran people. But yet you are telling us, you want us to believe that even without the evidence you have against them, that they have committed a crime. So it is a win-win for BRGIE. It is a plus for each and every one of us. It is something that should embolden us, Biafrans, to come out en masse and contribute and support BRGIE. Support our IAPM Ogechukwu Nkere. Support this government. We are going home. Nothing absolutely will stop the freedom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, and the freedom every other Biafra that have been incarcerated in that evil contraction called Nigeria. And Biafra will be free. So my spirit is joyful. My spirit is joyful, my wonder people, because Chukwu have destined that during my generation, in this 21st century, that I will be part and parcel of those who will be regarded, who will be remembered for fight for achieving freedom for their generation, for their children. I will be remembered. My name must be there. I made it so that my name must be there. What about you? Will your name be there when the history of Biafra 21st century is written? Will your name be there that you joined Biafra Republic government in exile and you fought for your land to be free? Will your name be there? Because my name must be there. My name. It is something that gladdens my heart because I know my father fought the Biafran war. My father have a bullet. He has in his stomach in so many places during the war, but he survived. We learned a lot how they fought gallantly to destroy the Nigerian army with all the sabotages around them. Fortunately, my father didn't die during the war. I saw my father, and he told us what he went through fighting during the war. So he told us the atrocities as well that the Nigerian government committed during the war. Those atrocities, have they abated? No. Those are the same atrocities that is still happening till today. Those atrocities is the reason why Mazi and Kanu came on board. Those atrocities is the reason why Simon ever came. Those atrocities is the reason why Opunkere is here. Those atrocities is the reason why Sonny Akparawa is here. Those atrocities is the reason why GIE was born, to make sure that those atrocities never ever happens again in Biafra while we are very much alive. That is why we are fighting with everything in us, including our lives, to save our nation, to save this generation and the generation of our children from the impending doom that the Nigerian government planned for them. So, our leaders' unlawful conviction by the terrorist Nigerian state is a proof. It's a proof that Biafra is here. There is nothing, absolutely nothing anybody can do about that. Absolutely nothing anybody can do about Biafra. Freedom. Nothing Nigerian government can do, because we must be free. We must be free from the terrorist state. We are going to be free. So Mazi Nnamdi is the face of our freedom. He has paid the sacrifice of all in this Biafran. Yes, our leader Mazi Nnamdi paid the greatest price. He has paid the greatest price, and he continued to pay that price because he made you to understand that Asina Chukwu Okike Abiama ahom for this case, for this cause, I may never be here. I may never be here to complete this task. So it is very much imperative, very much important that we understand that we are here because of the atrocities that were committed against our people years past. And because we don't want a reputation of those atrocities, that's why we are here. I want you to listen to why the Nigerian government were busy pronouncing death sentence on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, pronouncing life imprisonment on Biafran people. The American state governors, the senators, the representatives, they were watching with keen interest. And they have to immediately, before the Nigerian delegation in the Foreign Affairs Congressional briefing or hearing, they told the Nigerian delegation, you are here. You are here. You are here. You want us to listen to, right? You want us to believe that, oh, that you are not, right? But in that Nigeria, why here with us? A man who committed no crime just for fighting for his freedom. You people are holding him hostage. As a matter, you people are giving him life sentence without any proof. Even when the court have released him, even when international group on arbitrary detention have told him, even when the Nigerian people as well has said this man committed no crime, yet you people are holding him. But you want us to come here and listen to you. Listen, I want you to listen to what
Judge James, and February of 2024, he had a very important hearing on Nigeria, your advocacy throughout that time. So,
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for your patience, for your leadership, and for your friendship. I'm honored to be back. Psalms 96 asks, who will up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers? Nigeria is facing the gravest religious freedom crisis in the world. As the former chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Africa, I have visited and have seen firsthand the direness of the conditions in what is now the deadliest place on earth to be a Christian. They are targeted, displaced, and killed simply for their faith. The ancient plea is their note still echoes today. Since 2009, nearly 17,000 Christians have been killed. In the first 7 months of this year alone, hundreds more were. On June 13th, during the Yellowwater Massacre, 280 Christians were slaughtered in a single day. These are not isolated tragedies, but a sustained pattern of religiously motivated violence, often ignored or even enabled in government. Extremist groups like Boko Haram, Fulani militants, and ISIS West Africa attack often without any meaningful intervention from authorities. The lack of response has created an atmosphere of impunity where Christians' continue to live in constant threat and fear. The United States has previously recognized this crisis. President Trump not only designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern during his first term, but redesignated it again in his second term after President Biden inexplicably removed that designation. Religious persecution is tied to political repression and weakening institutions in Nigeria. Example, the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement in deteriorating health. He recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria, a nation of tremendous potential. But that potential is being choked out by persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The United States must stay engaged, and Nigeria must change course now. Mr. Pratt, a direct question. Do you believe, in your assessment, that the government of Nigeria has been infiltrated by jihadists?
I do not believe.
You have heard that. You have heard that from an American politician or representative or senator or congressman. Why the Nigerian delegation trying to lobby for leniency on the atrocity that they are committing against Christians? Because the president of the world, Donald Trump, Nigeria is going to be held accountable. They are running helter-skelter. These people that are supporting and sponsoring the killing of Christians, Biafra in Nigeria, they are now running helter-skelter. They went out with a delegation, and in this point, they are telling America, oh, yes, people are killed, but not like that. Have mercy on us. Even if you want to come, please come with, you have to be with work with the Nigerian government army so that we can do this or we can do that. They feel they can deceive American people. They feel they can deceive the leaders of the free world. They feel they can deceive people who already have information, who already have verifiable evidences against Nigeria. They felt that they can deceive Donald Trump. They feel that they can deceive Vice President Pence. They felt they can deceive Marco Rubio. They felt they can deceive Ted Cruz. They felt that they can deceive the Congress. They felt they can deceive anybody. That them to America to lobby. But why they are lobbying, they are back home in their land in Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is also a Judaist, fighting for the freedom of his people, they are giving him life sentence. Who does that? So it is a very good thing that all these things happened so that Biafra will be, Biafra will be rocketing. The issue of Biafra will be going high and high and high and high, will be trending in America. It is good that it is happening. Because if it didn't happen before their very eyes, they will not believe. Now, the delegation that came from Nigeria will now go back and tell them, say, Lekwano, look, while we were in the hall talking about what should be done, how they should listen to us, they even now told us that you people have sentenced Mazi Nnamdi imprisonment. So these people are aware of what Biafran Republic government is doing. They will even tell you, oh, we even saw Ogechukwu Nkere, the acting prime minister, because our APM was there live. He was there live. Our APM was there live. So that the Nigerian government will know that this is 21st century, that we are very, very committed, we are focused and fanatical about our freedom. So this is how it is. So Biafrans, we should not be discouraged by that shambolic, unlawful conviction of our leader. That conviction is not going to stand. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. But the reason why it has to go through this way is because we are not fighting for resource control. Neither are we fighting for marginalization. We are not fighting for a local government or a state government. No, we are for survival. We are fighting to destroy the fabrics that the British have used in destroying our people. That is what we are fighting. That is the reason why it is not going to come easy. And of course, waiting to the finishing line. Because between 1967 to 8, it has never been easy. Yes, our people have died. We have been intimidated. Even as we speak, our community is militarized. Checkpoints here and there. Our people are being harassed. Our people are being kidnapped. Our people, their organs are being harvested. They are killed. And nobody is speaking. Nobody is holding Nigeria accountable. For years, that these atrocities have been going on in that even contraption, nobody is accountable. For this time, Okike, Ekekere Nigwe have decided that this is the time for Nigerians to pay that atrocity that they have committed against our people. The atrocities that the Nigerian government have committed against our people, it's time for them to pay that price. That is why they are not going to allow Biafran to go so easily, because eventually it is going to come to the round table. Eventually everything will be sorted out. That is the reason why you as a must now decide either you are going to continue to deceive yourself following people who are not for your freedom. Now you decide whether you are going to continue sheepishly Ngozi and her agent of destruction. It is now you are going to decide you follow the coup plotters and their agent of misinformation, or you remain a one Nigeria. Remain a one Nigeria. There is no problem. At the end of this process, we are going to separate Biafrans from Nigeria. Yes, like we separated the wheat half. We are going to separate those who want Nigeria and those who want Biafra. Because if you are not supporting BRGIE, you have already separated yourself from Biafra. You have already shown that pro-Nigeria. So this is the time for those of you that are standing on the fence, waiting for Simon Ekpa, waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out before you can support. This is the time for you to come on board and show your support to the Biafran Republic government in exile, so that Nigeria will continue to cry. They will continue to lament. They will continue to, to shed tears, because I ga-emecha Nigeria ihe gbaa ha ose Cameroon pepper. We are going to put it in their eye and in their anus. All these politicians that you have in Biafra land that concocted all these plans against us. They don't want to give us good roads. They don't want to give us hospital. They don't want to give us water. They don't want to give us light. They don't want to build industry. Not even school. They don't want to make we go. Their children are enjoying all these things abroad, but they themselves are not allowing us to enjoy any of these things. They can go on vacation, they can buy cars and buy properties here and there and enjoy their life to the best of their knowledge and to their will. Whereas you and I need to look together even to eat and feed our family. We are looking for greener pastures in African countries, in the world, in Europe, in Asia, and why we are looking for this, those host countries are intimidating, they are harassing us because they know where we are coming from. That where we are coming from is not okay. So all these politicians, many all these things, we are passing all this because of anyị ga-agba ha ose n'anya, gbaa ha ose n'ike. We are going to deal with all these people because they have destroyed the joy that we should have as people who came from the land of the rising sun. The land that God have embedded all the natural embodiments for it and for the benefit of mankind. But these people colobi all these things to themselves. Using it, and they are sending us away. And you are saying it is going to be well with them. No, it will never be well with them. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And every person that joined the Nigerian government to persecute us, whether you be Arewa, you be Yoruba, you be Asian, you be anywhere that you are, both Biafrans and not Biafrans. Remember what Mazi and the Kanu told them yesterday. God punish you now and forever. That is a curse. And you know, Mazi and the Kanu, oh my God, those lawyers, those prosecutors that saw light and prefer to follow darkness are going to suffer for the rest of their lives. Mark our words. Mark the words of the prophet of God. They will understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not somebody that you can just take for granted. It's not possible.
I did not make. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. They came to my house just to kill me, to kill me.
He no jumping.
El Igbo man jump in. You're Nigerian army.
So, my one Biafran brothers and sisters, this is not the time to lament. This is not the time to feel that you are weak. This is the time to buckle up. This is the time to increase what we are doing. This is the time for us to show the government that we are fully prepared for this mission. The time to show them that we came for freedom. We did not come This is the time to show Nigerian government how prepared we are for our freedom. Yes, for them to understand that are not going to dampen our spirit by that shambolic, supposedly conviction of our leader. They are not going to prevent what is going to befall them from coming. As a matter of fact, this is the time for Biafrans in diaspora land to support actively, fiercely, rigorously the funding of their liberation. If you are a Biafran homeland, this is the time to pay your Biafran liberation task. This is the time to support the freedom for the liberation of Biafra. If you are in diaspora, this is to support the Biafran Republic government in exile for our recognition. We have our attorneys, we have our lobbyists, need to be paid on a monthly basis. All these contributions, all this support that we are making, they are going a long way. Despite how little it is, we have to pay our lobbyists, the attorneys, and even our prime minister's litigation. Finland is taken care of by BRGIE, and then our leaders' legal issue is also being sourced after, and even the sticks that BDF needs. So we need money. Government need money to do the needful. We need money. So Biafrans, this is the time to support our government. Very, very, very important. Please, if you want to join us on the studio, let me see if I can send the link, because I don't want it. I don't want this to, this is not the time. Please join us on the studio and make your contribution. Join us on the studio and make your contribution. The freedom of the Biafran people is very, very sacrosanct. Very, very, very sacrosanct. Nothing anybody can do about our freedom.
Or even enable Nigerian government. Extremist Boko Haram, Fulani militants in ISIS West Africa without any meaningful intervention from authorities. The lack of response has created
Join
an
us
atmosphere
on
where
duo
Christians' lives, where Christians
and make your contribution.
continue to live.
Join us, Biafrans, join us on this contribution.
Recognize this crisis. President Trump not only designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern during his first
Join us and make your contribution. Join us, make your contribution. The conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to stand today, not tomorrow, not ever. But the Nigerian government has to do what it needs to do, because they have seen that they are at crossroads in Washington, D.C., and they have to pay a lot of price for their atrocious activities against the Biafran people.
Is a clear example. In 20, Nigeria for subsidy.
Exactly. Based on the population. Exactly. And by the way, for those that you can't pick up with the microphones, notable yes is behind
Biafra
you. Again, people that are
Oracle.
watching who are lived this.
Biafra Oracle, good morning from here, Mazi. Thank you.
Kids from Nigeria.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Something is playing on the background. Okay. Can you hear me clearly?
Okay. Just,
Yeah, can stop.
yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm to the question.
My brother,
yeah.
good morning.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Good
Go
morning.
ahead.
Good morning.
There, what?
You see, enwere ndị Igbo na-ekwu na nkịta anaghị ata ọgbụgbụ anyawara ya n'olu.
N'olu, exactly.
Ọgbụgbụ anyagidere nkịta n'olu. Ọwụ na nkịta achọghị ịta ọkpụkpụ, nkịta chọrọ ịta ọkpụkpụ, mana anyagara ya n'olu. It's impossible for the dog to eat the bone that is on his neck. that is hanged on his neck. Are you getting it now?
Yes, yes.
So ndị Igbo wu ọkpụkpụ anyagidere ndị Nigeria n'olu. It is very very impossible.
Impossible.
It's very
Difficult.
impossible. So very difficult. Very difficult. I am very the day today we are all emotional, you know. Everybody was like, you know, but not knowing that as they were doing their shenanigans, they are shooting themselves on the leg. The other party in crime is in America trying to deceive themselves there.
Exactly.
But these people think we are still living in analog age. That
Method.
they forgot that but my brother, you see how God works. That judgment destiny they were televising it, they were relaying it live.
Live.
Everybody was watching. Knowing fully well that they have some people in America lobbying for them, and they were doing this nonsense and still putting it live, and people were watching. And the people who are sitting there down there, these people are telling them, look at what is happening as we are sitting here. Look at what is happening here. By God. Of course, we are not happy. We are. Everybody is sad of what happened yesterday, but personally, I'm beginning to see it as I'm beginning to see the hand of God in the hands of God. A
blessing in disguise.
I am telling you, I am beginning to see the hands of God. If they have known that yesterday, they would have said, "This man, go carry your wire, go." Knowing fully well that some people trying to convince American government on their behalf. They would have told this young man, go. Let's see what they will not be waiting for what will happen to be able to cover everything. They now complicated issues for themselves. I'm telling you, they shoot themselves. They shot themselves on the leg yesterday. Now,
exactly.
Tell me, lobbying, whatever, how many billions of dollars or millions of dollars they have spent to hire a lobbying firm, and the ones that followed from here to go to that place, all are in vain now. Tell me what else will a lobbying firm go there to say? You hear the video you are playing there. You hear what the American senator is saying. He heard what he's saying. So tell me, which lobbying firm in the world would take up anything from them to go and present to America again? What are they going to say?
Go and redeem their image. No lobbying firm.
No lobbying. Nobody will try that unless somebody wants to make fool of himself. But sorry, I'm coming.
Okay. Exactly. So no lobbying firm.
No lobbying firm, because yesterday their case, wherever they want to present their case, whether in anywhere in the world, any government, they have killed their case yesterday. They thought they were doing Ndibo, but they have finished themselves. Let's see how it goes. The thing is this. They said Nnamdi Kanu said, just like you said earlier, that if he dies, Biafra will come quick. but they took that information yesterday. They wanted to walk around that information. Then probably they told themselves, okay, this man said if we kill him, Biafra will come quick. So let us not kill him so that Biafra will not come. So let us keep him in prison so that everything will just be there and they'll be just around, not knowing that whether capital punishment or life in prison, they have done the same thing. He did the same thing. Because one foolish thing they keep giving to themselves is that if this man is not out, nobody is doing and nobody will do anything, nothing will happen. Yet they are seeing with the Congress. The only thing remaining now is for Okechukwu to sit face to face with Trump. That's the only thing. And they are seeing a lot of things and they keep deceiving themselves. And nothing is happening. one a slave that is from the so-called South or something like that, who wrote that one article sometime, telling them who had that it is these people, this I don't know whether I call it IPOB or BRIGE, that they are the people who are pushing this thing, that they are meeting with American Congress. He told them plain truth. Yet they will see these things. These will think they can deceive anybody. These will think that because they are government of Nigeria, because they are government, whatever they push, whatever narrative they push there, people will just swallow it like that. Thinking that those things happened, they used it in 1967 during the war, because there was no media as we have it right now. They pushed it that way, and people, got into that. Whatever the Nigerian government is pushing out through BBC, that is what the world is believing. But right now, it's not the same. Things have changed, and these people refuse to change. People have moved on, but these old baboons here refuse to move on. They don't move on. Even if when there's one video or one thing they used to show that people came from baboon, and they begin to show you step by step, you begin to watch that thing where when baboon or whatever is transforming until it becomes a human being. Okay, if we were to use that analogy, even animal, this thing, transformed to something better. But the way the Nigerian government handlers, he refused to transform. They refused to take, see it that the world has moved on. The world has moved on. They went there yesterday to lie to themselves. They were lying to the American listener. Then, where they were pumping up evidence against themselves as they were sitting down there lying. Trying to convince these people that and they were, oh God, my God. God, do quick, separate us from these people. This is, nobody's behaving like this in this present age. Nobody's behaving like this in this present age. Despite that, this is what happened yesterday. We thank God that it will hasten, it will hasten. Can you hear me? Are you there? It will hasten the coming of Biafra. I can see it. I can see it. So now the American government does not have any other thing. The American government does not have any other. They are not. I'm not sure they are looking for any other thing to listen to any other person to get information from. I think with what happened yesterday, they are now fully convinced. They are now fully convinced that yes, this is who these people are. So we pray that Biafra comes, and then the Biafra will now request for the release of Nnamdi Kanu from that prison. We pray that Biafra comes this year. We pray that Biafra comes this year so that our government will request, and then Nnamdi Kanu will be released to us. And if anything happens to him, let them understand that in those days, nobody is threatening anybody. But let them understand that in 1967, a tiny tribe faced the whole world: America, Britain, Egypt, name them, with machines that was used to fight war in the World War. They faced our people. Let them understand this fact. The British went into their war room, mapped out plan to destroy every living thing, every breathing thing in Igbo land, every living thing known as the Igbos, to destroy and wipe out everybody in 2 weeks. I'm just trying to bring them back the memory, the history lane. They went to their war room, they mapped our plan, they drew their plans to destroy the Biafrans in 2 weeks. That was the plan. They never planned that anybody would be alive there after 2 weeks. But God came down and fought that war. And it lasted for 3 years without any weapon, modern weapon as they have. No jet bomber, no nothing, no nothing. The bomber, the jet, the fighter jet that was used was built right there by our people. And the war lasted for over 3 years without our people. Okay, now, if peradventure or not peradventure, let's say the Biafra is here now, and we have our own government, and we cannot build a warheads. We cannot build. We can now, build and buy weapons and build all other modern war weapons. What if that is what is on ground right now, and they feel that they can handle and they can kill it, and our people decide to. I'm just nobody's threatening anybody, but this is a possibility. This is what can happen. So, and you know that they themselves are as backward as ever. But if they don't tread cautiously, and at that time our people decide to go that way, let no one blame anybody. I'm just trying to put sense into their heads right now. I'm trying to put sense into their heads right now, that they should understand that this Biafra of a team that they want to stop is here already with us. It's here already
Exactly.
with us. Our people are this has become, like I said one time ago on this program, Nnamdi Kanu, when he goes to speak about Biafra, anywhere he goes, when he opens his mouth and talk about, according to him, people will move out, everybody will run away. But because his time, he has done his own. His own is to create awareness, bring our people to unite for one purpose, one mind, and one vision, and and to make us to understand why we need this freedom. He executed his job perfectly. He did his job perfectly, and his job has finished. The agitation moved on. So whoever that is touching him, trying to, is just wasting time, because he has done his job. He has finished his job. He has finished his job, and the job has moved on. And now, look at where we are. So let everyone receive sense. Let everyone receive sense. Because what I'm seeing is a powerful Biafran military, including American military by the side, and the NATO on the other side. Tell me, how will these people survive all these things? Tell me how all these people who feel that they are in power now, and tell me how they will survive this thing when it comes to play like this. When it comes to be like, you have the NATO on this side, American military on this side, Biafran military at the center, waiting for them. How will they do it? So I'm just trying to put sense into their heads that it is not, nobody behaves like this in these modern days. Nobody behaves stupidly in these modern days. These people are irritating in their thinking, in everything they are. So my brother, let me hang up here.
Mazi, thank you so much. Mazi, diaspora.
No.
Okay, you are in the home. I thought you are in
Yeah.
the diaspora because I don't normally see you in our anyway. That's by the way. Thank you for your wonderful submissions. Yeah, Biafrans,
Thank you.
the
Thank
dice
you.
is cast.
Yeah.
Nigerian government, they are receiving it courtesy of the Biafran Republic government in exile. And just happened yesterday, nobody should have a dampened. Let us remember that even our leader told us that it is not going to be easy. Okay? It is not going to be easy. Mazi, but we must do everything human to make sure that every door that needs to be opened must be opened. That we are going to surmount surmountables in order to get to our destination. So this is part of that surmounting obstacles. This is part of the crossing of many rivers and many oceans in order to get to Biafra. So what we saw yesterday that played out is Nigerian government at its best, trying to, show us that in Makandaibo, that they have Hajiji Hajima, Hacho Biafra, Biafra, na Hacho Biafra, na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can do him anything that they like. This is them trying to be stubborn. But in the other way around, every action taken by Nigerian government against the Biafran people is going to be for the benefit of Biafra. Why they were yesterday sentencing our leader to life imprisonment, Biafra issue was in Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., before their own delegation. Before their delegation, it was an American congressman that was even telling them what the government are doing back home as in Nnamdi Kanu. So you see, they were thinking that, oh, Kahame Butema as in Nnamdi Kanu, not knowing that they were doing themselves. So that is how it is. That is how they will continue to dwindle. They will continue until they go into oblivion. But one thing is very, very certain. Biafra must be restored in this generation. And there is nothing anybody can. And like our brother said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. He must come out either by the Biafran government or by the instruction from the world leaders. Because Nigeria will never release him, their own. Because they spent money and they committed international crime to go and kidnap him. So if they release him, they know that the sledgehammer will come on them very, very fast. So they will try to, dwindle. They will try to prove stubborn. Actually, they will release him, and that punishment they will also receive it. And those from Biafra, times 100, because we can never forget, we can never forgive the atrocity that they committed against us. So, thank you so much. I hope you are joining us on this space, because our APM instructed that we should continue to preach the message in space. A space is already open. But while the space is ongoing, if you have anything to say, I want you to say it, so that I want to play some I want to play the video of our APM, the news briefing of our APM yesterday, while I'll leave it to play here, and while we'll go over to do the intro. Go ahead, Mazi, if you have something to say.
Go ahead and play it, because
Okay.
it was late yesterday. I wasn't able to listen to it.
Okay, Udod. So I want you all to listen to our information, Mr. Mazi Sani Akparawa. Yesterday, he did justice to what happened, and this is part of.
And our heroes who are still fighting, we celebrate them. Our leaders that are in prison that have been serving Biafra, we salute them. So much, and we uphold their sacrifices. We shall continue to keep the flag of Biafra flying above sea level until Biafra is fully restored. Ise, 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 Ise. Yes. Greetings to all Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Salute all of you. I bring you warm greetings. To our leaders that have sacrificed their lives for us, we remain loyal to our leader. And to our leaders that are for us, we remain loyal to their sacrifices. And to our Prime Minister in Finland prison, we remain indebted to his sacrifice. Our Biafra defense homeland who sacrifice their lives on a daily basis to see that the Biafra we have declared is not wiped. We remain loyal to all of you and we thank you to all your sacrifices. Our APM will be joining us later on to address Biafrans. Meanwhile, that video played before, you can see him from the US congressional briefing while it was happening. So he is on his way back from there. So he will join us here as soon as he's ready to talk to Biafrans. So, greetings to all Biafrans. And I bring you words of courage and emboldenment. You have fought a good fight of faith and won the ground. Yes, that is what you need to understand. Never a time that you heard that people fought for freedom and they got it on a platter of gold. No, it has to be brutal. You have to pay a series of sacrifices. How many years was Nelson Mandela in prison for freedom of the South African people? How many years? All of you to go and check. And many freedom fighters of all times. How many years did they fight their freedom from British Empire? Go and check. Cold-blooded war. How many did Finland fight Russia to get their freedom of independence? Cold-blooded war. These are the things you need to understand. We salute all Biafrans that have sacrificed their lives from time immemorial to this very day. Biafra is our destination. Biafra is our cause. And you need to be very ready because opportunity has presented itself now for the entire world to know and understand that Biafra independence is here.
Do you know when God
The kidnap of our supreme leader is known. The pronouncement of the gen of our supreme leader by Tinubu is known by international community, and most especially the American government. In today's congressional briefing,
how God uses
while you heard all those conversations that were going on,
do you know when God
lawmakers of America, they talked about the pronouncement of the imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, our APM was there in that congressional briefing. Live and direct. That is why I played the video so that you can hear and know what went on there. And I'll bring it again. So for some of you that may not understand that the US government have been briefed of the Nigerian atrocities on the Biafran people, the Nigerian atrocity on the Christians, the Biafrans. When I say Christians, I mean the Biafrans. Biafrans are predominantly Christians. They are predominantly Christians. government are fully aware the congressional testimony, the congressional briefing that was submitted to the U.S. government was not for a joke. So they are following up Nigeria. So you were shocked to hear that inside this congressional briefing today, that James was now in Nigeria for imprisoning the Kanu. And he made it very clear that Nigerian have given this call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. International community, the arbitrary group did, and even the U.S. lawmakers, international allies, telling Nigerian release Mazi. They refuse. Even the accord, you will be shocked. I want you to play it at the beginning of this program as jingle for over now. I've been playing it. Lawmakers inside today's U.S. congressional in the lawmakers' chambers of America, they have been. They watch when the 2022 the release of, then the government refused. And then they also told you that and seeing all the protests and petitions that Nigerians have also done demanding to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Refuse. Also that today, this congressional that today Nigerian government announced life imprisonment for. He was inside the congressional briefing, in congressional hearing. He was now is Nigeria, the government or the or influence these terrorists. How did they know all this? I'll show you meetings and engagements that BRJ have had with Senator. U.S. government, the U.S. laws are well into Nigeria's graveyard. All of you to understand something. This is for you to go in a panic mood. This is not time for you to go into sleeping and eating food. No, this is time for you to rejoice. Because Nigeria foolishly fully fallen into the Biafra Republic and every voice have called U.S. government to the reality of the what? Persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the of and then into the congressional building in the Capitol Hill to host a congressional to explain with books. And then everywhere now booming with Biafra Republic of Zion is responsible for the disappearance in CPC. Which media house have not written that it is Biafra that is nailing Nigeria in Washington? That you see that the Faunyash is in international community today. You see that is running like this by coincidence. BRG cook food for them, and they chop the food. Yes, that trap that was set for Nigeria fallen into it. Today was a congress, and this the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, specifically on Sub-Saharan Africa. The main point of discourse there was to discuss about the Africa issue, and Nigeria was the spotlight. The redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. As you see, APM there, now so he was there inside that hearing today. So this video that you see on the screen is live today. It's not up to 2 hours since I posted it. It's from that place. It even went live. If you go and check his Twitter page, you'll see that he went live on his page while he was in the national hearing today. So the US lawmakers, as they are talking about the persecution of Christians, they will now question, is it that there are two laws, one for the Fulani sect, and then a different one against the Christians? It happens to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why is it that the Boko Haram terrorists are not hampered? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are pronouncing 2 years for them. This is why from people want Nigeria into the trap that you set for them. And it is very clear now that Biafra independence has come to be. Yes. For Nigeria to now come and disgrace themselves by the entire world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be hanged to death because of calling for independence, Biafra Republic. Because of independence, Biafra Republic. That alone message to the international community. So when somebody say you are stupid, you, I will bomb this place. I will bomb this place. Did he bomb it? Where is the evidence that they bomb it? And from where did they bomb it? So what evidence are you using to pronounce against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Now, I want to ask a very simple question. Donald Trump said he is going to bring guns are blazing to the terrorists that are killing baby, women, and children in there. There come my questions. Nigerian corrupt judge today said,
thousands and thousands of
Nigerian corrupt judge today said that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he said in a broadcast that he told people that were protesting that they should engage the Nigerian embassy, British High Commission, US High Commission. You understand the game. Because of what we done to Nigerian terrorist government in the US, in Washington, D.C., you people trying to go and bring video of brokers that you now connect and say, because he said that they should engage this embassy. They should engage this embassy. They should engage this embassy. So we're trying to set fire between Biafra and the US. Why? Because it is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we nail all of you. It is from US that we na that we put fire and you got designation. Opportunity to ask the question. Told people I am entitled to do what? You did push him out. Sit down there. And then they were reading their paper as if they are reading for. No, when you're treating them to speak, you shut up. You say, just carry the funky for them. Tie him out, say, eat. Think about it. Oh my God. Public government have got in Washington, D.C. And while you were there, in fact, wait, let's go and display our operational briefing first. Let me do him while he was there, while it was going on. Let me display him so that Nigerian government go die well. While you were there, trying to pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's sentence. This we were. This is where BRGI was here. Of death, Nigeria terrorists. This is the conference briefing. That's the constitutional briefing. APM Okechukwu was there live and direct. From there, that senator, that congressman, that pronouncement, and so while you were in your court trying to pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu imprisonment, you were trying to sentence him to death or pronouncing Biafra independence. Biafra independence was here in Washington, D.C., preparing your next line of death. Biafra independence was here. Foreign Affairs Congressman, preparing your Biafra independence space there. Can you see him? That is him inside that Congress house today. So please tell Nigerian terrorist government that they have just the way they did this thing today. The way they did this thing today is like actually did this their pronouncement on the very right day, the day that the U.S. congressional is going on, congressional hearing on the Nigeria is going on. So as you are here pronouncing how to kill Biafra independence in Nigeria, kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra, the face of Biafra is here in the congressional briefing. Can you see him? That is him here. That is him here. And then Nigeria is crying while the U.S. congressmen are here talking about telling the world that they have seen what Nigeria just did few hours ago. I want Biafran people to be very happy. This is not time for you to. This is time for you to be very strong. This is time for you to bring all your energy and strength out to give to Biafra Republic government in exile. It is what we are going to do and what we have been doing that is smoking Nigeria nyash out. You see, Nigerian terrorist government have existed for years, right? And the terrorists themselves have existed for years. And they have been massacring you for years. I'm asking you, where are your lawmakers in Nigeria? Were they able to take Nigerian government to anywhere? Were they able to take Nigerian government to America? Were they able to hold Nigerian government to book? Were they able to flog Nigerian government for massacring you since 2000? No. All of you Nigerians, have you been and destroyed them too? Been able to put an end to Boko Haram terrorists that have been 2002? You were not. Biafra government 2023. And from 2020 to this very day, how many years is that? Since when did the lobbies around you? So 1 year and few months. In 1 year and few months, Republic government in Israel have been able to Nigeria in the international community. International community, America to be precise, where the laws that are made. So to tell Tinubu he has just validated on a global stage by announcing the imprisonment of Kanu. Yes, you have projected Biafra independence now and told them we were denying before persecuting Biafra independence. But now they are telling the US government that they are coming up very that there is Biafra independence and they are later and that they want to kill all Biafra and Biafra independence. That is why you're talking about death sentence. When you heard of death sentence, they wanted to hang Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death, meaning they want to hang every Biafran that is speaking of Biafra independence to death. You want to shoot them to firing squad. You want to stone them to death, just like the terrorist mob that was stoning Deborah to death. What crime did he commit? Did you see him with a weapon that he kill anybody? His only weapon is the microphone. He used the microphone to awaken the subconsciousness of everybody in world Nigeria. Now, let me address something. Nigerian lawyer or whatever they called him said that our supreme leader said people should engage the US Embassy and the UK Commission. So because he said that, now he is international terrorist. So death sentence. You're giving him life imprisonment. I want to ask you a question. This is Donald J. Trump. Let me bring the message where he gave you people about the guns are blazing. So I'm going to ask now. As I bring this, I'm going to ask the question that I want to ask. You know, Nigerians or Nigeria is a very stupid country to talk about. So when you're them, you have to ask whether there is somebody that can defend them. Now, Everybody should look at what is on the screen. Donald Trump's message to the Nigerian terrorist government that if they don't stop the Boko Haram, that this their now disgraced country, they will stand face what? Guns are blazing on what? To wipe the Islamic jihadist terrorists. What they even say is for the citizens of Nigeria. He said to the terrorists in his message, I want to ask the terrorist government lawyers who don't have sense. You can incite people and he said in a broadcast that people should USA also to engage the UK Commission. I want to ask you, what is different from with his mouth with what Donald Trump said here? Has Donald Trump to kill all of you? Has he even gone to kill the Boko Haram terrorists? Trump to kill the Boko Haram terrorists. He has not even gone to the Boko Haram terrorists. Only this message that he said, all of you are running helter-skelter, coming and seek redress. Because coming to America, because the life of friends and citizens involved. You are rushing to America because of what? The existence. Because the Americans, you don't want the US Army personnel to come and eliminate you using the terrorists, the Christians. So you're going. It's not even for Muslims that are being killed. But you're going to America is to see terrorists here not eliminated. Since Donald Trump made this pronouncement, all of you have been jumping from one seat to another. You see discussions back up everywhere. I want to ask you, guns are blazing. Since Donald Trump made this statement, has he dropped the bombs in Nigeria? Has he even dropped the bomb on the terrorists? Can you show me one evidence of the terrorists that have been by the guns are blazing coming from American government? No, you can't see, right? So this is just messages that somebody said. Just like I say now, I will kill you if you Biafra. I will burn down your embassies if you don't stop killing Biafran people. As you are supporting the killing of Biafran people and the Christians, stop. I will burn down your house and burn down your embassy. I say every youth, everybody that are protesting, this embassy, go and engage this House Commission, go and engage the UK Commission because they are supporting these terrorists. They are supporting this jihad. So by the time I now say, go and engage them, make noise in that building so that they will hear and know that something has happened, and then they will come to your attention. Oh, Nigerians say, because of this that I have said now, I am international terrorist. Oh my God. Biafran people, this is time for all of you to be emboldened. If you have never been ready for Biafra, this is the time for you to be ready for Biafra. Yes. This is the time for you to stand up and join your hands with BROJ to do that which we need to do. It is not the going to court every day by the lawyers in Nigeria that will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is what we are doing, how we are dealing with these people in the home and also in international community. Yes, I told you that the designation of Nigeria into CPC has done what? Weaponize U.S. foreign policies and all the apparatus against Nigeria terrorist government. It is going to bring in what? International pressure on their military formations. It is going to bring international political and diplomatic isolation on them. It's going to bring what you never expected. So that is why Nigerian government today, having seen how far Nigeria, Biafran government in exile, have had them in Washington, D.C. Omoto sure that they call him Josh, had to use their discretion because of the way we have fired them in Washington, D.C. to expose Nigeria. Because what we have done to them has not happened for the past 100 years. Yes. Who are you that you are able to turn American government to start digging into Nigeria? You dig into the nose, dig into their stomach, dig into their mouth and remove the tongue. You want to see what is inside the cavachos. Want to see that is there. And they are crying today. That is why, because they know that our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he is the leader of the Biafra people. We are fighting for one Biafra independence. So when they end today, they have to use the hunger of what we have done to them to say they want to hang our to death. They want to stone him to death. They want to shoot him to death. Let us see that we were waiting for them to death sentence and hang him or use gun and shoot him. We were waiting for them to now go. All of a sudden they went inside and then came back. Oh, they changed back. They don't want to. They don't first stone again, or they don't want to shoot again with gun. Why not no go put Onyendu for a barrel so that I will come shoot them? Now go call one Boko Haram Fulani terrorist, make it come fire Onyendu. We were waiting for for that to happen. Now, but surprised, Omoto Show went inside and then came back. What did he do? Oh no, we are having mercy. We are changing our mind. We are not going to say to death by stone him to death again. We want to say life imprisonment. Life imprisonment for what crime did they commit? This is to explain to you, the Biafran, that your Biafra has been pushed to international level for your recognition. There are different ways that your promotion needs to. Yes, if you were pronounced free and walk out of this court today, don't you know that that will be humiliation on? Don't you know that that will be humiliation on Nigeria if you were just said, oh, walk out of this court and walk? Did Nigerian government not pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to walk out from their court in 2022? Allow him to walk out? Since that one, it has been humiliation upon them. And now you sit down to see that the same Nigerian court which you are dealing with, which you are exposing, will now bow down to you and stand up in court and say, oh, Onyendu, carry your bag and go. You have disgraced Nigeria in different ways, and your children are still disgraced Nigeria in Washington, D.C. Our nakedness of Nigeria is in Washington, D.C. now because you yourself, you expose us so much. And now your children want to get the U.S. law and disgracing us. Oh, Mazi, walk away with Biafra, and then that means you don't know what fighting or independence. You don't know. The hopes and aspirations. You don't have hope in the court of your oppressor. What for you to know that you have rights for your independence, a just cause? What is happening to that you endangered species in Nigeria because you are for your independence? Not be released to work out like that. Become a resistance. From the which people are the only one that are all the terrorists, the terror people every day in Nigeria. Which people have been able to, from their babies, women, and children? Which people have been able to stop the terrorists killing their babies, women, and children? Is it not the Biafra? Is it not these forces? Which people to stop Nigerians, foot soldiers, and stop them from killing your babies? The people of Yoruba land, people of the north are crying. But it is only in Biafra land territory that are able to stop the terrorists from eliminating you. In Biafra, you are not crying to your governors. In Biafra, you're not crying to the senators. You know your problem, you identify, you're going after them. So how do you now? You will be treated the same way with kid gloves that they are treating. Because of the choice. Because you are is living a Christian, very dangerous in the world. So that you being a Christian that is able, this kind of barbarism that is happening, this genocide, it is a validation and a legitimate on your independence. Nnamdi can be a very proud man today. Mazi can be a very proud man today. Because of Biafra, that in Nigeria to the international community, and you're giving your support and your push the Biafra Republic government to see that Nigeria continue to win. It will be very happy. Good work. So if you're not to works that is happening, please up and know that you're missing it and give your support. The Indians has come to be. It is a wake up, and what one have done is just to help you your reason and your cause of independence. It is now being discussed in the U.S. congressional hearing, where they were to discuss about what's happening in Africa. A prime factor. It became a prime factor. Yes. For those of you that may not understand, stages of what have been in Washington, D.C., it is time to send the message now. This This is conference that I just played now. This is very conference where this conference that you see that everybody was in this call today. In the conference, they were talking about BRJ APM was here, and they were talking about what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafra leader.
Release. Yet he remains in solitary political action, but reignited again his second term after President Biden removed that designation. Religious persecution is tied to political repression.
Religious persecution tied to political. Did you hear that? Is tied to political pressure of the. So, as you are a Christian, the religious persecution is your political repression as a for Biafra independence. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case now, religious, it has connected to. So why is it that is one set of people in the massacre and the government of Nigeria favors them? They don't want to jail them. They don't want to give them life imprisonment, to fire them to death. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fire him to death because as a Christian, just persecution of a Christian now has become political repression to a Biafran.
Weakening institutions in Nigeria. Example.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is what they have to talk about.
The detention of is a
Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example.
22 Nigeria.
You know, they are quoting the court of Nigerian terrorist government for you. Listen to it. Think that APM having with this America that it is for nothing. Now that you know, they are fully aware of everything that is happening, and that they followed up the court verdict today, and this is what now before they enter this place.
Serious on the charges against him. And
okay, Nigerian court struck down the charge. 20. You know,
group on arbitrary detention is
group on arbitrary detention. Also, now everything that is saying here, all inside the US congressional testimony that was said by APM, US Congress, all there. So the US congressmen and women are briefed. They know, they are watching. That was set for them, Nigeria. They are following into it by Biafra, by announcing Biafra independence to be what? Kill, shoot and kill. They tell you that they do death sentence Biafra independence. In their own house with their mouth. They go inside and came back and say, oh, we want to see. We want to do life. We want to do death sentence. We don't want to shoot him to death again. We will pronounce life in prison. See where you people are going now. Because you have actually American government. Biafra independence has come to be, and then you have it now to make sure and don't even know. And the entire world did not know. Today, the day that they will now know that Biafra independence had come to be, and government have declared eternal war. So everybody now will rekindle the fire to give the support for Biafra independence.
Also call for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deterioration, and recently had to represent himself.
That they follow Nnamdi is recently presenting himself with no lawyer standing for him. The one representing himself in Nigeria terrorist court. This is the you hearing of today.
Nigeria has signaled is optional.
Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional.
Is fair game.
And targeting Christians as targeting Christians as they have shown that the law is, and their aim to target Christians, any species of Christian, a game for them.
Despite the pleas and cries.
That's ago this morning, listen, about what Nigeria have done today. Imprisonment Nnamdi Kanu. Just hours today, even as Nigerian have called for his release. Listen now.
Many Nigerian makers, Mazi on all charges.
Did you hear that? This is the recap of what have. Just a recap of the terrorist government have done. So the US government, the US lawmakers are following up of what is happening. So that is just, then listen, that is going to ask you people now.
2025. US has requested nearly $1 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, racial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that their own people? Is our aiding genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build us where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear. The United States and Nigeria must change course now. A direct question. Do you
listen to the direct question? No? Listen to the direct question that listening to us.
Assessment that the government of Nigeria has been infiltrated by jihadists.
This is the question that I told you people be educating the lawmakers of Africa. the lawmakers in the Congress. All right, finish the house now. So do woto of this. So I appreciate all Biafrans, and without saying much of I want to bring our honorable APM, who just came out from this national hearing where this very event was happening. As you to where you see him there, that he was there. I showed the video where he was videoing inside there. So we are welcoming our APM to this to talk to Biafrans. Honorable APM, you're welcome, sir. And we have missed you so much, and thank you for your great work. Ndewo APM, welcome on stage.
Yeah, thank you, Minister of Information. Thank you very much. And thank you for the great work that you are doing, you and the entire team. We will not retreat, we will not surrender. Biafra is our hope. Biafra is our destiny. Coming up.
Your camera is.
Yes. Hello, Biafrans. Greeting from. Good evening. Good morning. Good night, depending on where you're joining us from. Today it's been a stressful and at the same time the Nigerian terrorist state, they always prove they're not disappoint. We Biafrans for long will be waiting to see what the terrorists do. When they kidnap our leader from Kenya, they did not kidnap him to hand him over bread and butter. They kidnapped him for the reason to surrender Biafra to them, for him to stop fighting for the freedom of Biafran people. And we Biafrans, we pray that they should release our leader Mazi. And for us, we well understand or understood that you cannot get justice from cut of your oppressors. They meant well for Biafra people. They will not base on national norm. Leaders represent Biafra. They cannot get the question, where do we go from here? Months ago, during one of the town hall meetings, I made it clear that what we're doing from Washington, D.C. is what we release our leader Mazi Nnamdi. Our activity is our leader Mazi Nnamdi. Have somebody like Maxwell, our leader, lawyer, and others that don't know their left and right, behavior like him, keep running everywhere. The same playbook happened 2 years ago, just repeat himself. 2 years ago, from lower court to higher court, now they are talking about appeal court. From appeal court to Wales again. That will take months, not years. Nigeria will keep playing this game, buying time. All this just game. They are buying time. Pray. We wish our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we wish the releasing. But the court of your oppressor can never give you a fair hearing. What do you expect? Fellow citizens, what do you expect A dog gives birth to a donkey. Country, it remain a terrorist. Black. Why is you see the darkness? Then when you turn
Brightness.
darkness, not any.
So
You can't see it. Wake up. There is in this world that you will turn to white. Biafran, how do you feel today? Is it a humiliation? Is it an insult? We are not Nigerians, we are Biafrans. We belong to that country. We're part of that system. If you are, why are you forcing yourself? Why are you putting yourself in danger? Few weeks, few months ago, I tried to my people back to memory lane for them to remember what happened 1967 to 1970. The major generals then, of which Obasanjo is one of them, that killed Biafrans in Odwa, Yoruba people. We are here talking about how Islam. People are also jihadists in their own. They might be terrorists, but they are evil. Man, not paying attention. The president of the contraption drug lord is a Yoruba. The evil judge today is a the Yorubas have lined up themselves with position into shithole government. When Buhari was there, likewise the same thing. A terrorist president called Buhari, a Fulani, line up Fulani in Nigerian terrorist government. And you Biafrans that are still in the ass, thinking you belong there. You don't belong there. Not part of that Nigerian class. You are not a Nigerian. They never recognize you as a Nigerian. They only use breasts as winning tools to achieve. Oh, just few days ago, this evil woman called Bianca, we need that Ojuku out of there. She's evil. A woman sold her own. A woman who kills her own. Very evil. Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. She's part and parcel of what happened where Mazi Simon Ekpa was arrested in Finland. What is she doing here, United States of America, a few days ago? Why didn't she appear or come to the hearing today? They always come in darkness, come in shame. And the Nigerian government, go and tell America you are from the East. There's no problem in the East. We are Nigeria. Where are you from? Because your people too are evil. Tell me, I will tell you who you are. The evil people in Biafra land that are putting us through this pain. Before it's too late, make a U-turn. Will not forgive. I got you here. I got Zachafi, because we don't want no evil family in Biafra. Marvin, look at how they have been treating him, maltreating him for years. While you have Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, with AK-47 and all manner kinds of sophisticated weapons, terrorizing the whole region, terrorizing the whole Biafra land, killing our children, mothers, hurting people, destroying farms, and all this witch and wizard, evil human being. Please, my language tonight might not be good. This is no more that I will just come and be political correctness here. If what I'm saying offend you one way or the other way, I just have to say the way it is. It might not be now. It might be tomorrow or next. But very soon, wipe all the evil people from our land. All the evil people putting us in this pain. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the courts today. Yeah. Screaming for help. Telling the Nigerian court they don't have the right. Nowhere in their own law that they should try him. They kidnapped him from Kenya. And some Biafras are doing buying and importing and exporting. Some are living their normal life thinking it's okay. I attended the hearing today in Washington, D.C. After this great congressman here, James, when he walked to me, he looked at me, he shook his head. He said, finally, see what this evil country, Nigeria, have done. Finally convict him. Nigeria is a useless, disgraced country, just like President Trump said. They always fall in trap and they keep disgracing themselves. 2 days ago, the foreign affairs minister on one of the shows, Morgan here, this foreign affairs minister said for the past 5 years, 177, I believe, have been killed, and either 7105 churches or 7. Can you just imagine how the Nigerian terrorist state, how they disgrace themselves? And you a Biafra, is it not time for you to get out of Nigeria before Nigeria will take your life? Is it not time to support your freedom? In capital, I saw one of mine used to be a friend. We all play soccer together. A good friend for that matter for over 20-something years. Why I'm here for the different, I don't know what his intention is. And I don't even care, I don't mind to ask. But he knew what I'm fighting for. And this is a Biafra. There's a lot going on today. But inside, the lady, something. Right behind her, the man that is sitting behind her is a Biafran. When this man looked at me, he even greeted me with Biafran language. Why I'm there for something else, to fight for freedom? Some of these people are there for their own personal gain interest. Ogie or Ogie, whatever her name is, she's a Biafran. What a shame. If you're a Biafran, you're not supporting Biafran freedom. Now that we need you, the land of Biafra will not bless you. The land of Biafra will not bless you and your generation and your offspring. That is the curse we lay on you. This man that greeted me today, Honorable Minister, why Ogie was speaking, just put her video there. I think I will pinpoint the man. He knew who I am. And he knew, what I'm fighting for. Many of them, like, it's not time for us to be pointing fingers. We call all Biafrans to fall in line with Brigade. Let us all move with force, with strength. There is some ongoing meeting that we can make public now. Whether if United States of America is following, whether if they know what is going on, over they do. They follow more than some Biafrans do. Now we need to prove, to let them know we are ready. Support us, but if we don't help ourselves, don't blame America. Step up and be. This grace is too much. It is our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. I quote by his word, Mbaria, too much. No, Honorable Minister of Information, you have to play from the live stream, not from this here. Yeah, this is Ogie here. All right, that's the man behind there, her right there. He's a Biafra.
This one, yeah.
No, yeah, because I let her sit somewhere next to him. That is when he greeted me.
Okay.
He said, yeah. The lady up front, Ogie, is a Biafra as well. My fellow citizen, the man at the back there, I think you remember who he is, right? Sean. behind me. Yeah, behind me.
Yeah.
Okay. Biafrans, wake up. The world is watching, especially United States of America. When this great man walked towards me, he did not find it, what you can tell from the face. He's not happy. He's very angry. Look at me, he shake his head. Said they have finally, before I know how pleasantly we used to greet, but today I can just feel it's just different. Say they are finally convicted in that. My people, where will you wake up? And for those of you that are still falling in love, getting married to the funny Yoruba people, when we talk about this, we need to start cleaning them out. The Yoruba people, that is shown behind me there, he's a really advocate of persecution of Christians as well. Know your enemy. And for Biafra all over the northern part of Nigeria and southwest, especially, do Yoruba Republic. Watch your back. Know what you're doing. These people will stab you from the back. They have colluded with the House Fulani. Nigeria belongs to them. They have Nigeria like you share cake. The Yoruba people are beneficiaries of that contraption. The northern part of Nigeria, they are also beneficiary. What about you, Biafra? Here in the moon. What have Biafrans benefit since until the expiration of Nigeria is expired? About to explode. Before President Trump uttered that word and called Nigeria a disgraced country, do you know what it is? Shit country. Look at the lady here, okay? This year around March, I actually attended the hearing too. Today she starts moving the goalpost because she knew everything now is social media. The whole world is in Nigeria. She tries to get like a broker. If United States of America can help the Nigerian government, for help them maybe in some logistics to counter terrorism, she tried to advocate for Nigeria that they don't have to fight Boko Haram. But the same night sponsor the terrorists. That is the man right there. The same night sponsor these terrorists. The same Nigeria. My fellow Biafrans, if you don't rise up and do what you're supposed to do, you are a problem of your own. Rise up. We have to blame ourselves. How do we fight this terrorism? How do we chase this?
Sorry, I think we lost a PM network. It should be back. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, you're back now. Go ahead.
Thank you. Biafrans, our website is open 24. Biafra is here. When I keep saying Biafra is here, I know what I'm talking about. When he walked to me today, this great congressman, when I look at him, he shakes his head. If he can be so emotional than some of you Biafra, so personal, he said, finally, I've convicted him. And Nigeria think is going to be fun to say they pronounce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, sentence of what? If anything happened to him, Bago one chance. We Biafrans are sending a strong warning to the legal team. I don't know what kind of advice or what kind of game for the past how many years? 4 to 5 years now. They're playing the same game with this kangaroo of Nigeria, knowing that justice cannot come from. Maswell was ranting, now they're going to appeal. Then they will bring it down from appeal to Supreme Court, to High Court, to this. Before you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 years is over again. It happened before, 2 years ago. The court acquitted him. And Buhari, the dead poster Buhari, refused to let him go. The same playbook. I saw one video of one of our leader's siblings, one that called Meme, whatever. This stupid idiot. 2021, he was parading himself, dressing like Onyendu. This is not a family business. And they always interfere. Whenever someone have to visit our leader. Instead of this useless siblings and align with Briggy. All they do is to disrupt what we are doing. All they do is to conspire to write to EU to imprison Mazi Simon Ewa. And they still have the same plan to come after us here in the United States of America. Here is the battleground. I'm waiting for all of you. Not in Finland. I'm not you that have colluded with terrorist states like Cameroon and Nigeria. I'm here in America. When he gave me, can't do me nothing. You can't do breaking nothing. But we destroy Nigeria from Washington. Mark my word. And only do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must. And all these sprinter group everywhere, Pakian. I'm coming. Breaking is coming. Bring gig and pack all of you like this. Biafra Republic government in Israel is only the legitimate government. And a counterfeit out. We are not joking. The first time I met with this, with James, a year ago, the first meeting was a year ago. We did not start the journey of Washington today. The journey of Washington started over a year ago. Our message have penetrated. They get the message. And every day by day, Nigeria terrorist state is always proving to be a shithole failed state. What they just displayed today just show that Nigeria is gone. Nothing but a garbage, very useless country. And all the saboteurs, all the people that have colluded with these terrorists that are coming to kill us, is not a threat. Biafra will come after you. Remember when I say Biafra, Biafra is over 70 million. Not just one person. Before you come and say it's Mazi again. Biafra will come after all of you. The same way the leader of the free world, United States of America, key interest, watching what is going, that made this great man to, spark today with anger, all the way from over 5,000 miles to Biafra land. Do you know how many people that are very angry? Not just him today, but he's one of those today that show it by his word, and you can tell when he speaks what happened today in else shithole disgraced country called Nigeria. And what about you, Asib? What about Asib? What are you doing about your freedom? Some of you think it's a joke. Those of you that are coming after me, I'm waiting, I'm going nowhere. Those of you that think you can bring Biafra Republic government in Israel or Biafra, we are waiting, we are watching. And you can't do it. Rather, we'll come after you. Some of us have dedicated our life, thing we do, to fight to restore this freedom. I spent the whole day in Washington today. Why some are out there to talk about me, to talk about how criminal or evil I am? I'm there campaigning, talking about the freedom of Biafra. Then you tell me, between me and you, who Biafra land we bless? Fellows, the journey, the more it gets tougher, the more we're going to mash it up. Nigerian terror state, the more they are playing their card, the more we will mash the card. Let's see where they go. I don't blame my fellow citizens for not doing what is right. But I believe You believe. I believe you know what is right to do for freedom. We never had on Nigeria. We need to evict Nigeria from our territory. Anything Nigeria from their useless green and evil white flag, any Nigerian company, anything Nigeria should be evicted from our land. If you have anything that represents Nigeria, take it down. If you can't do it, fund your freedom. No country can survive without fund. No country can fight a war with fund. Even Israel is seeking for money. Hamas, likewise, even the terrorists, Hamas, even the Houthis, Hamas, even the Hezbollah, Hamas. Russia is actually looking for money too. Ukraine is looking for money. Why today Ogi is campaigning for United States of America to equip Nigeria, which will also cost money. And why a great Congressman James here condemn the aiding or the funding going to Nigeria, that they should stop it. If that stops, Nigeria done more that they can't fight. And if we Biafrans can fund what we are doing, that will be a plus to invade our territory. If you're one of those that just want to listen and watch what we are doing, keep watching, keep listening, keep following and following. Don't be a fool to just keep following. If you are not supporting, what's wrong if you support your freedom? Today court, just only Onyendu in the court. He was just there helplessly. Why you have the Nigerian SS surrounding him? Can't do nothing. You can't fight them in their own court. He's even telling one of the DS personnel, whatever, not to touch him. And they're trying to manhandle him. And some of you Biafrans, all you're about is your container in the high sea. When is the ship to arrive? That ship, that's your container. If you don't support and free these Fulani terrorists, they will take it over from you. That your beautiful man in Biafra land that costs millions of dollars or billions, it will be their inheritance. They will chase you out of that your village. They will chase you out of that your community. And they will occupy it. And you can do nothing. The best you can do now is to stop them, push back, fight them, chase them out of your land. And for the Middle Belt, before 1914, over 99% are Christians. We understand what happened, they betray us. We understand what happened, that Gowon is from the base. We understand that the genocidal war that was waged against Biafran people, the Middle Belt partake or partook of it. They're part of what happened to us. But as Christians, we need to fight together as Christians. Because we Christians, we are a religion of peace. We are not the extremists that quote unquote that they are peace, while they are full of violence. No better. It's time that all of you come and support the Biafran people. Since you are not to redeclare your territory, since you are not ready for your freedom, come support the Biafran people so that we all can fight these terrorists. You allow them chase you out of your land, you can run to Biafra land, will welcome you. Maybe when you Biafra land, you will support from Biafra land. As for your Duduwa, Yoruba people, two-face, they can never trust it. If you are Biafra dealing with a Yoruba person, be careful. They will stab you. They can never be trusted. Before 1967, we understand what happened. Why Biafra declared, why Biafra was declared, Yoruba Oduduwa was to declare their own country. But rather, they collude with the North and chaos of Biafra. We will not forgive. If you don't repent, instead of the Yoruba Oduduwa Republic of evil people, instead of them to work with the Biafran people so we can be the best ally, because enmity that will last forever. They want to cause enmity between our children and their children and their children, both born and unborn. They forget about the consequences. It's not easy to heal. We will always remember the pain they have put through. Those of you that have been waiting to see what the Nigerian terrorist state is going to do to our leader Onnamdi, are you still waiting? Are you that you can't get this from the court of your oppressor? Rather, you can get your freedom with strength. You fight for your freedom. United States of America here fought for their freedom, fought the Great Britain. Freedom is not easy, it's not cheap. You fight for it. It's not given, it's taken. You take your freedom with iron hand. No one will hand your freedom to you in a platter of gold. I understand that we are violence. We are God-fearing people. We are lovable people. But at the same time, when someone shoots you to the wall, we turn around, nowhere else to go. What do? You push, you fight. All the Igwes in Biafra, all the Ohanezes, all the illegitimates, as far as we Biafrans sign, any of these that have colluded with the enemy, they are enemy of Biafra. And we treat them as enemy. If you know any of them, you know how to deal with them in your own way. Hold them accountable. If you can support your freedom financially with with money, fund your freedom. Freedom is so sweet. Fund your freedom where you will get good justice. Not like the justice of this kangaroo country called Nigeria. Fund your freedom where you will have a country, a law-abiding country, a country that have it all, a country that have good security, good infrastructure, good education, good lovable system, a workable system, good hospitals, good schools. When I say good hospital, in Nigeria today, the corrupt politicians of Nigeria, do you know they don't take treatment in Nigeria? They do abroad because they don't have good workable or good hospital in Nigeria. What a shame. Where is former governor of state, the drunkard, they call Willie? After his tenure, he flew abroad. He's somewhere in the United States of America, relax and enjoy good life, good weather, where you have electricity 24 hours, where you have good infrastructure, where you have good security. But when this idiot was there as a governor number, he's not even to provide a good hospital for Anambra. He's not even able to provide a good workable society to Anambra people. Not just, there is tens of them like that. Where is Gowon? Flew somewhere abroad too. Because Nigeria is not workable. Oh, disgraced country. My fellow citizens, I don't want to blame Biafra for what is happening now. But if you're a Biafra, you're not funding your freedom, you are to be blamed. Do you expect conscience to fund your freedom for you? That means you must be a. He can advocate, he can support, he can be voice for Biafra people. They can support us when they see us here. Today at Capitol Hill, some of the congressmen and women that I have had meeting with, I have the opportunity to see some today. I can tell they are not in good mood. What is going on? Yes. With what Nigeria did today, most of the congressmen and US lawmakers that know about it and that are following, they are not in good mood. Nigeria terrorist whole country. Are you to eat what we are cooking for you? It will not end well for Nigeria. If you're a Biafra, don't be caused. If you're a Biafra, you can support your freedom, and you're not supporting your freedom, you will be caused. follow you and your generation. Because our heart is broken. Look at your helplessly in court today. No one can defend him. Look at the way they maltreat him. Only what we can for his release. We come every day, Saturday, campaigning, pleading, fund your freedom. So we can evict Nigeria from our territory. So we can them. They will be forced to come to negotiate. So we all can go our separate way peacefully. Some of you refuse. And some of the lawyers still believe in the same Nigerian court. What can a terrorist court offer you? What can a shithole state offer you? Nothing. A country that cannot even offer you basic security. A country that cannot offer you electricity. A country that gives you good running water. A country that after graduating you get a job. A country that is built of fraudulent foundation. A country that is calm. A country that the education system is so corrupt, bribing and corruption. People pass out of their school with all kind of high marks, never even taking one exam. Everything is paid for. Nigeria is not working for me. Nigeria is not working for millions of Biafrans. I have a question for you. Is Nigeria working for you? Are you happy to be a Nigerian? Are you pleased to be a Nigerian? The answer is no. While some of you are living in denial, thinking Nigeria will work, it can never work. While United States of America is preparing to come to Nigeria to deal with the terrorists actually intensify more attack because they call it a holy war, a jihadist war. It's something they'll be waiting for. Some of them, they die, they will go to heaven. They have 72 virgin. I don't know if their Allah have make it up to 100 virgin. Some want to die, some want to commit that their jihadi and die. Some don't have, some of them mindset to have a good family, train your children in a godly way, have a normal society, a workable society. These terrorists, they don't have that mindset. They are not. They are destroyers. Why all this is happening? Because this group Islamic extremist terrorists, Islamic extremists. Nothing like moderate Islamists. They are all the same. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, they sponsor this group. Group are their foot soldiers. Their aim is to conquer Biafra land, in extension the whole world, to Islamize everyone, conquer the whole world with their terrorism. But it is worst in Biafra land because they want to conquer Biafra land and lay their hand on the mineral resources. A warning to the West is that if they allow that to happen, they will attack the West, even United States of America. Fellows, it is not the end of the road. The journey just begins. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu will get him out. We will do everything for Washington DC here to make sure out with condition. We will make sure the leader of this free world work with the Biafran people to give Nigeria sanctions that will cripple Nigeria overnight. And why that is, we Biafran people, we fund our freedom and go harder on Nigeria. Nigerians go on their knee when time comes. Please fund your freedom. Support this one legitimate government that is working hand in hand with United States of America government. The only governments that have in Washington DC that represent the Biafran people modern global strategies, of which Garasolis is a good partner of us. If you haven't joined this movement, you are missing out. Time is coming when you will be pleading with your money. You want to call Minister of Information, COS, others, comfort. You will be calling, how can I support? What is the website? By then, we'll tell you, we don't need your money. Now is the time you write your name in the history book of freedom of Biafra, good book of Biafra. Thank you from here. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't let your spirit be broken. The terrorist country called Nigeria just exposed itself today. They just make United States of America talk more about Biafra. They just give United States of America the reason they should recognize Biafra. Thank you from here. I know it's late for some of you in Europe. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you to our honorable APM. Yeah, very clear that, just like you said, Nigerian terrorist government have invariably given the American government the red light about themselves and given a green light for Biafra to be looked into and for more discussions to spark Biafra. Because anyone that did not know about Biafra before now, after looking at the media and then seeing the US congressmen, the lawmakers of America convening on this very day to discuss about the evil that is happening in Africa and precisely in Nigeria, and then they get to hear that the US lawmakers are fuming about the persecution of Christians and a Christian leader, a Biafran leader, the eye of the independence of the Biafran people. So it's a very big message, and Nigerian government have actually shot themselves on the leg. The trap that American government, they have fallen into it, and I don't know how they are going to get out of this one, because it's going to be a very dying one. Because where America leads and when they point the spotlight, that is where everybody look into. American government have been the one that brought Nigeria persecution of Christians to limelight. And after then, the entire international community have now keyed in. So Nigeria again have given America another edge against them. And so much for your participation in this congressional hearing of today. And we continue to appeal to all Biafrans in the same voice to keep their personal issues aside and coin their hands to do the needful, because we need more of their sacrifices now. It is not about going media and talk from morning to night, and where you see that Nigerian terrorist government have pronounced death sentence to Biafra independence and independent leaders, and then you just start making noise in the media. No, that is not what makes the difference. It is not that making noise in the media that will make the difference. No. What will make the difference is what we do in Washington, D.C., like I said, and what the Biafra Defense Forces will be doing in the homeland. It is a war of survival. It must be fought inch by inch, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop, for you to get your freedom. And we thank God for having our APM in Washington, D.C. Unlike 1967 to 70s, the lawmakers of America would not have known today that Nigerian government gathered to pronounce a death sentence to the leader of the Biafra independence. Nobody would have known. Nobody. But today, there is the possibility of the acting prime minister being part and parcel of operational briefing, having the discussions of the Biafran people, the US lawmakers, and they are now of the know. Before Nigeria started pronouncing the death sentence of our Biafran leader, the US governments are already aware of it. And they were even quoting it to other Biafrans or other Nigerians that are not even aware of Nigerian pronouncement against today. So, also, yes, the responsibility is ours now. If you want Biafra, come support BRGI, because the next phase will be very brutal. And we want to say a very big thank you to all Biafrans. A very big thank you to our APM in the studio, even with your tight schedule. We appreciate your sacrifice. And we look forward to seeing more woto that you have against one Nigeria. Thank you to all Biafrans. Thank you to the lovers of BRG and to the lovers of our leaders that are in prison. We salute all of you. If you love what we are doing, and if you love Biafra, come and support, because we need your support to do more. Thank you all. See you all tomorrow. Ndewo ụmụ Chineke.
Please continue to see your freedom. Continue for our people. It is very, very important. You have listened to our APM, the congressional hearing yesterday, where Nigeria was disgraced. You have listened. I have to be part of this freedom. Very, very important. So share this information, share, and join us on this space as we continue the awareness for the freedom of the Biafran nation. Airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces. And goodbye.